This is CTV News with Kevin Chirac.
It's all his finances. It's all his love and passion.
Tonight, giving thanks, and Esquimalt senior serves up a big helping of kindness at a community kitchen. Also tonight.
The thing about music is that it sort of takes over where words stop.
Why a Victoria woman is so grateful to find a place where dreams really do come true. Plus, a father and son reveal why they are so thankful for a generous stranger and a remarkable whale. Welcome to a special Thanksgiving edition of CTV News Vancouver Island. We're offering you a bounty of stories that Adam Sawatsky has found over the past few years about people expressing all sorts of thanks and gratitude. Let's begin with a longtime community kitchen volunteer who's giving back with an abundant meal.
Greg never expected to be spending periods during his retirement facing such a tough decision.
Keeping yourself alive or keeping a roof over your head.
So you can imagine how Greg felt being offered the choice of free hot lunches at this community kitchen.
Coming here is a lifesaver for me.
After a few years of being a Rainbow Kitchen guest, Greg decided to become a volunteer.
What's the use of being a couch potato when places like this that you can help out?
The executive director of the society says that over the past decade, Greg's done everything from tidying up the driveway to picking up produce donations.
He's a 75-year-old volunteer that comes every day, and there's no changing his motivation to want to help.
Happy birthday! Even on his birthday, Greg stopped by to volunteer over the lunch rush.
It's kind of hard to think about yourself when people are in need.
And also kind of hard to believe what Greg asked for his birthday.
Gave me the A-OK to do it.
To make his favorite meal, Salisbury steak, garlic onion mashed potatoes, and mixed vegetables, plus an extra dessert.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good.
The thing is, none of it's for him.
He wants to make sure that the community feels loved, so he provides an entire meal to the community out of his pocket.
You see, Greg saved what little he had over the past 2 years so he could celebrate his day by serving more than 400 others.
It's all his finances. It's all his love and passion.
And when I ask how he got such a big heart,
I was born with it.
And after celebrating this 75th birthday,
I felt overwhelmed.
your heart felt overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
Because the best gifts you can receive, Greg says, are the most heartfelt ones you can give. Well,
Boy, you got that right. Thank you.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Esquimalt.
Love his energy. A Canadian flag is hanging in a classroom in Ghana thanks to a man who lives on Vancouver Island. It's a reminder of his determination to make a positive change where he grew up while expressing gratitude for his new home.
When Isaac and his family became Canadian citizens, he received this big flag and made a bold commitment.
I promised myself I'm going to use this flag meaningfully.
Isaac didn't know how then. He'd been so focused on working to bring his family here for a better life. But then he returned to Ghana to visit his hometown.
I feel so sad. The school was on deplorable state.
Isaac says the problems range from a roof filled with holes to classrooms empty of books.
So I decided that I'm going to do something.
He immediately bought 7 whiteboards before promising to do more later.
I'm going to go back to Canada, and in 2 years' time, I'll build a library.
Isaac's been working 2 jobs, 10 hours a day, 7 days a week to fund his project. He's also received offers of support from people like Heather.
I just felt the need that I could help Isaac in some way.
She wondered if she could make a positive difference for one of the students.
I asked him to find a little girl for me.
But before he could do that, he had to facilitate the installation of a new roof outside and the renovation inside, which included the delivery of thousands of donated books.
To keep them learning, so that somebody can also come from the school and in the future can be like me.
Be the type of person who recently returned to Ghana to follow through on his promise to fill the school with hope again and keep that commitment to use his flag meaningfully.
I put a flag on the library so that when people walk in, they might see this building was built from, Canada.
Which prompted an 8-year-old student to approach him.
A little girl walked to me and looked at the flag and said, "God bless Canada."
A girl named Linda, the youngest of 11 being raised by a single mom, who now has access to health care and extra food thanks to Heather.
And this might be the beginnings of something great.
Something Isaac says is what being Canadian is all about and why he's already started saving to build the school new bathrooms.
You don't have to be rich to do good. Whatever you have that you think you can give and make other people's life better, just do it.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Langford.
Great message. Now to a story 70 years in the making. Adam finds out how a woman who spent decades hoping for somewhere over the rainbow is so thankful to have found a community where dreams really do come true.
Somewhere, the song she hums says, dreams really do come true.
G57.
Somewhere other than Arlene's bingo cards.
No 47.
Arlene, since way back when, was not a games girl.
Wanted to sing instead of playing my toys.
But had to wish upon a star to actually do it.
I was very shy.
And when she wasn't called shy, she was dismissed with another S word.
I was a girl that was slow of doing things.
Which is why that chance to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow on the local station's amateur hour felt so good.
Oh, isn't she cute? I heard that.
That's what they said.
On the radio.
A joy she spent more than 70 years dreaming of feeling again. We first met Arlene en route to the highlight of her week, joining the hundreds in this church sanctuary that she first felt was overwhelming.
I couldn't talk.
You couldn't talk.
Or smile.
This is Namaste, a kind of inclusive karaoke without the lyric screens and with a backup band featuring some of the capital's top professionals.
The thing about music is that it sort of takes over where words stop.
Where feelings are so big they have to be sung, no matter the singer, no matter, says Executive Director Terry Flatt, the song.
Anything from Highway to Hell to...
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Dougie.
Dougie brought his ukulele, Matt a harmonica, and Mike, Sweet Caroline. And perhaps because good times never felt so good, even the Arlenes in the very back no longer wonder why, oh why, can't I?
Well, it's an ability or a chance for them, the people to come to be who they are.
And when you get a chance to reveal who you really are, you just might find your troubles really do melt like lemon drops. You just might find where the dreams you dared to dream really do come true.
Arlene, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Sandwich.
If you see a sign in someone's front yard, it's likely showing that the home's for sale or endorsing a candidate during an election. But this is a story about a pair of teenagers using a sign to express gratitude.
Gabriel with the basketball and Sydney on the skateboard have been friends since forever.
Play on the trampoline, basketball, we'll have friends over.
And before that, they were playing in the snow or posing by the trees or climbing their neighbor's stairs.
Happy birthday to you.
This is what you do in this neighborhood?
Yeah. Well, I mean, why
You serenade your neighbors on their birthday?
Why not? I mean, she's gonna never forget our birthday. Might as well never forget hers.
She is Joan, who's turning 82 here. The kind of neighbor who always fills your Halloween bags, donates to every school fundraiser, and when you need an ear, really listens.
Kind of comforting. Kind of, it's like someone always believes in you.
Jones lived in this house since she was a baby, posed on this nearby beach when she was a youth, and frequented backyard parties as a senior.
Such an amazing member of this community.
Which is why her unexpected death at 84 was such a shock. And why Sydney and Gabriel took to the trampoline to process their grief and come up with a plan.
That evening, we had painted the thing white, and then the next day, we stayed up till 11 p.m. Knowing we had school the next day, we finished that sign, and then my dad went and put it up at midnight.
And the next morning, the street woke to see on their beloved neighbor's front yard their complex feelings distilled into perfect simplicity. We love and miss you, Joan.
It really was the realest thing we could say.
An adult placed a vase of flowers next to the kid's sign, and others have replenished it with fresh bouquets when needed 4 or 5 times.
She brought light to this community, and we needed to bring that light back. needed a way to say thank you.
A message of gratitude that, if received, Joan is no doubt responding with, "It was my pleasure." Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Esquimalt.
Beautiful tribute. It was a whale of a tale for a father and son in Saanich. After a once-in-a-lifetime encounter with an orca close to shore, they were filled with thanks after seeing a stranger's remarkable photograph.
Finn Nelson will never forget the day his dad asked if he wanted to go see a whale in the wild.
I was like, okay, let's do it.
So he and his dad, Joe Nelson, started searching along the shoreline after hearing a pod of orcas were in the area.
We actually might see these for the first time because we'd never seen them before.
At the same time, nature guide Ewan Luella was searching for the same whales along with a boat full of tourists.
And it was not really like focused on taking pictures.
He did get this shot of harbor seals that day, but as you can see from his past pictures, Ewan's seen countless orcas at work, along with grizzlies, wolves, and otters.
My biggest concern was taking care of the customers.
Well, Finn's biggest concern was making sure Joe's camera was ready, telling his dad this could be a big deal.
You're going to see your first whale.
But as you can see from their video,
look at.
the father and son ended up seeing their first few whales.
Oh my God, oh my.
There's a little baby one there.
Oh!
The tourists on the boat, Ewan says, were equally in awe.
Sometimes you just see their mouths opening up and they're pointing and it...
So Ewan started pointing his camera from the water, just as Joe was recording this video on the shore.
Oh, look at...
And if you ask Finn to recall his reaction,
oh my God,
how he was feeling at the time,
oh my God.
And we can see the boy's not embellishing, because he and Joe were captured by Ewan's camera while watching that whale, just as the whale was rising from the ocean to seemingly watch them.
It was an incredible photo. Like, how often do you have somebody taking a photo of you with a whale in the foreground? Well, taking a picture of the whale with you in the background is how I should say it.
But no matter how you say it, Ewan is offering to gift all the people in this photo a framed copy of his picture, just to be kind.
I take pictures because I enjoy, not to get recognition.
And now Finn and Joe will always remember how it looked. That day, they'll never forget how they felt.
I got to see my first whale with my dad, and it's my actual, best memory ever.
Oh, look at...
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Saanich.
What a shot. That's incredible. Coming up, sister surprise. A Nanaimo woman surprises her sister in Ontario. Adam shows us why the gift is more than just her presence after the break.
Hey, West Shore Youth, looking for a fun spot to hang out? Youth nights are here. Skating, art, swims, and a place to chill. Staff-led and supervised for a safe, inclusive vibe. Check out wspr.ca for more info.
Welcome back to this special Thanksgiving edition of CTV News Vancouver Island. An off-road enthusiast in Cobble Hill has embarked on an unexpected adventure. As Adam Sawatsky shows us, he's fueled by kindness and driven by gratitude.
Before he was known as Barto Built, sharing his backcountry 4x4 adventures on YouTube, Bart Sutherland was known as a rock crawler.
And it's just like, it almost makes you speechless.
But it was after he was known as Dad that a commute to support his family turned into the collision that changed his life.
I was ejected from the vehicle.
Bart has no memory of his truck being mangled and his body being mutilated.
They prepared my wife and my family for what would be, very little quality of life.
Yet after waking from a coma after 2 weeks, Bart did recognize his baby boy.
The first real memory that I have is hugging him.
While his son provided the motivation to keep going, Bart says what the healthcare workers who saved his life provided is indescribable.
Is something that I will never be able to reciprocate.
More than 8 years after the accident, Bart's enduring physical challenges are manageable, but his mental health struggles are often overwhelming.
I lost my career. I lost my ability to pick up my kids. The loss of self is something I'm still chasing.
But then, an unprecedented snowfall over the holidays and a call to help healthcare workers on social media, which inspired this motorhead with a mullet to hit the road and be called a hero.
But not all heroes wear capes, and my response is, well, some grow them, I guess. And
Over 9 days, Bart volunteered to drive more than 100 healthcare staff to work, traveling 2,800 kilometers, spending $1,000 on gas, and coming to a priceless realization.
I finally recognized where my meaning and purpose is. The extreme stuff would get the blood going, but this got everything going. This made me feel whole.
He found that practicing kindness and giving back to the people who saved him is the 4x4 adventure of a lifetime. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Cobble Hill.
An 85-year-old from Nanaimo embarked on a road trip to Ontario to present her sister with a pair of priceless surprises and caught the whole thing on camera.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Barb made sure she captured the whole thing on camera.
Oh my God, here we come.
When she traveled from BC to Ontario.
Don't start the party without me!
To surprise the sister she hasn't seen in years.
Do you think we were
with this priceless 75th birthday gift.
I was just going to phone you. I just about died. Barb has always been like a second mother to me.
But their 10-year age gap is not the reason Barb will never forget the day Norma was born.
That took a second place to where the plumbers were there putting an indoor toilet in.
A humble beginning that inspired a lifetime of generous giving from Norma.
She is the best person I know.
Because instead of spending money on herself, Barbara says her sister is still working to support others, like the homeless shelter she helped start.
I see so many people with nothing, and it's so nice to give something to people.
Which brings us to Barb's prayer.
I laid in bed and I said, please, Lord, let me win the big lottery.
Barb says that was answered after she won 5 figures. But it was never for her.
Right here in my heart, I felt something. I felt something, and I said, I can get Norma Jean a car.
So Barbara spent almost all of it on this surprise.
Norma, happy birthday. Oh, you giving me this? That's your car there. That's for your birthday. Oh, Barb.
To give back to the sister who's given so much to so many.
If you knew my sister, you'd do the same thing. And listen, I'm 85 years old. I'm on the downward slope. What do I need with a new car?
Because over the years, Barb and Norma have taught each other that it's the time we spend together that's priceless, and the best gifts you get are the ones you give. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News.
Oh, that is beautiful. Coming up, furry friends. Adam finds out how a hugging cat and dog with missing limbs became a perfect pair. Next, stay with us. Finally, a perfect pair, a cat that's all arms and a dog that's missing his. After a Victoria woman rescued them, these furry friends are grateful that love has no limits.
Katie will never forget arriving at the animal shelter that day and meeting Otis for the first time.
I took him out of the cage and he just wrapped his little arms around me and just started purring. And my husband looked at me and just said, he's coming home with us, isn't he?
He was right, and Otis has been hugging them at home ever since, especially when Katie arrives from work after a really rough day.
My husband won't even be the first person to hug me. He'll just bring Otis.
But then Katie went to India, where she volunteered daily at an animal shelter and met a feral amputee who looked more like a kangaroo than a dog, named Mama Roo.
Incredibly inspired by Mama Roo and her amazing resilience.
When Katie got back, no doubt greeted by a hug from Otis, she couldn't stop thinking about that dog's indomitable spirit. So she returned to India 2 years later, where Mama Roo seemed to have remembered Katie too.
Hi, baby. Hi. Her tail was wagging. She was so excited to see me.
Katie felt compelled to adopt Mama Roo, but was concerned about how she would be with Otis.
Because the street dogs often will attack the cats in India.
If Mama Roo was looking to fight a feline when she finally arrived in Canada, she didn't stand a chance. Otis was prepared to put out his paws and pulverize the pup with purrs.
Right away wanted to be friends, and she was very intrigued by him.
While Mama Roo, having endured so much trauma, was wary,
she's really nervous of people.
Otis was Otis.
Nothing upsets him, so she can kind of look to him if she's feeling anxious.
The cat's consistent, calm caring, Katie says, seems to have helped with the dog's healing.
He's just so full of love, and he goes into every situation expecting the best.
Which has resulted in Mama Roo and Otis becoming the best of friends.
And Otis just keeps her company all day, and they're totally in love. It's the sweetest.
And it's what can happen when a caring human connects a dog who can't hug with a cat who just can't stop. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Victoria.
And just a beautiful story to end things off. That is it for this special Thanksgiving edition of CTV News Vancouver Island. And on behalf of the team here, we are thankful to our amazing viewers. Happy Thanksgiving. Good night.